Right now, one part of your brain is controlling everything inside you. Your hunger, your thirst, your sleep, your body temperature. Destroy it, and your body stops knowing what it needs to survive. You won't feel thirst. You won't feel hunger. You won't feel tired. Your temperature spirals out of control. Your entire hormone system shuts down. It is called the hypothalamus, almond-sized, buried at the base of your brain. And it is the closest thing to a master controller your body has ever built. We remove it in this video and show you what forgetting how to exist looks like, second by second. Here is what your body loses when the hypothalamus is gone. The hypothalamus sits at the very base of your brain, just above the brainstem, below the thalamus. It weighs about 4 grams, about the same as a small grape, yet it controls everything. Think of it as a part of your brain that keeps your body perfectly balanced. All day, every second, it receives information from every corner of your body: temperature, blood pressure, hormone levels, light, and it responds instantly, sending signals to the pituitary gland, the nervous system, and the organs below. The pituitary gland does whatever the hypothalamus tells it, which means the hypothalamus controls every hormone you make: growth hormone, thyroid hormones, cortisol, sex hormones. All of them start with a signal from the hypothalamus. Without the hypothalamus, the pituitary goes silent. Every hormone system in the body stops receiving its instructions.
Why is the hypothalamus so important?
Because it controls many things at once: temperature, hormones, hunger, and more. It acts as the body's main control center. Now, the hypothalamus is removed. What happens to your body in the first seconds, minutes, and hours? First, body temperature. The hypothalamus is your internal thermostat. Remove it. The thermostat is gone. Temperature can spike to dangerous levels or crash to dangerous lows. The body has no mechanism left to correct it. Within the first hour, thirst disappears. Not because you're not dehydrating, but because the signal is gone. You are thirsty, but you do not know you are thirsty. Your body is drying out while your brain feels nothing. Simultaneously, the pituitary stops making ADH, the hormone that tells the kidneys to hold on to water. Without ADH, the kidneys begin losing massive amounts of water through urine. This is called diabetesinsipidus. A person can produce 10 to 20 liters of urine every day, not from sugar, just from having no water control.
What does diabetes insipidus feel like? Is it like normal diabetes?
No, it's about water, not sugar. You urinate very often and feel extremely thirsty. It's a different disease. The hunger signal collapses too. The hypothalamus no longer sends a signal telling the brain to eat. Without hunger, a person stops eating not because they choose to, but because the instinct is gone. Starvation follows. Sleep becomes impossible. The hypothalamus controls the circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock. Without it, the brain has no day or night, no tiredness signal, no waking signal. The sleep-wake cycle collapses completely. Complete removal of the hypothalamus is not survivable without intensive medical support. It is that essential. But hypothalamic damage, from tumors, radiation, surgery, or injury, affects thousands of people around the world. The most common cause is a tumor called Craniopharyngioma. It grows right beside the hypothalamus and can destroy it. People with hypothalamic damage after craniopharyngioma surgery often live with multiple lifelong consequences simultaneously. Uncontrolled hunger, called hypothalamicobesity, is one of the most difficult. The person never feels full, ever. It is not a lack of willpower. The brain structure that tells you to stop eating is gone. It cannot return.
Can you live a normal life if the hypothalamus is damaged?
It depends on the damage. Mild cases can live normally with treatment. Severe damage needs constant medical care. Temperature dysregulation means some patients must actively cool or heat themselves. Their body cannot self-correct. Sleep disorders following hypothalamic damage can be severe. Some patients never regain a normal sleep pattern again. When the hypothalamus is damaged, the goal of medication is to replace every function it was performing automatically. Desmopressin, a synthetic version of ADH, is given to replace the water control hormone the hypothalamus no longer makes. Without desmopressin, the kidneys cannot hold on to water, taken as a nasal spray or tablet daily. Hydrocortisone replaces cortisol, the stress hormone the pituitary can no longer make without hypothalamic instructions. Levothyroxine replaces thyroid hormone. Growth hormone injections replace growth hormone. Sex hormones are replaced too. In practice, a person with severe hypothalamic damage may take 6 or more different hormone replacements every day for life. The hypothalamus cannot be protected the way you protect your liver or kidneys, but its damage can often be caught early. The most common cause of hypothalamic damage is a craniopharyngioma tumor. Early detection changes outcomes dramatically. Warning signs: unexplained extreme thirst with huge urine volumes, sudden abnormal weight gain, vision changes near the temples. Headaches with visual disturbances in young people or children should always be investigated with a brain scan. Always after any head injury. Even without obvious symptoms, disruption to the hypothalamic-pituitary axis should be checked with blood tests. Early diagnosis of hypothalamic damage means earlier hormone replacement, which protects every organ system that depends on it. 3 things about the hypothalamus that most people never know. First, 80% of the information traveling through the hypothalamus goes from the body to the brain, not the other way around. Your gut, heart, and lungs are constantly sending data upward. The hypothalamus processes it all and adjusts the whole body. Second, the hypothalamus controls when you fall in love. It releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, during physical closeness. Third, the hypothalamus is why jet lag feels so awful. It controls your circadian clock, and that clock does not reset quickly. When you cross time zones, the hypothalamus still thinks it is the old time. It takes days for it to accept the new schedule. Right now, your hypothalamus is balancing your temperature, your thirst, your hormones, and your sleep without being asked. If this video changed how you understand your brain, please subscribe. Every day, we remove one more part. Leave a comment. Which brain structure or body part do you want us to remove next? See you next day.